Hey everybody, it's me, Mattspurs, and I'm back again with another Tottenham Hotspur video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more Tottenham Hotspur content. In today's video, I want to talk about Dele Alli. Dele Alli has only played 45 minutes this season. He started in the first game against Everton. I felt he was unlucky to come off, to be honest, after the 45 minutes, but he was the one who was chosen to come off, and he came off after 45 minutes in that match. He did have one of the shots that we did have in that game on target, which Pickford pushed over the bar. Obviously, since then, Dele Alli has not been in either squads. He wasn't in the squad for the Lokomotiv Plovdiv game in the Europa League, and he wasn't in the squad for the Southampton game either. I thought the reason why he was rested against Plovdiv is because maybe he was going to have a bigger part to play at the weekend, but didn't even make the bench, which is a little bit worrying, to be honest with you, because I'm a big Dele Alli fan. Even though he's going through a bit of a tough period at the moment, I'm still a big fan of him because I think when he turns it on, he can be one of the best players in our team. However, I think for a number of reasons, he has failed to show his, he's failed to stay at the same level as what he used to be. And I've just been checking some of the statistics, mainly the goals statistics and assist statistics. And actually, in the first three or four seasons at Spurs, he managed double figures of goals every single season. However, in the past 2 seasons, he's basically got a combined total of about 12 goals in 2 seasons, which really for Dele Alli is not good enough. And I think he's kind of lost his way a little bit. He's been frozen out of the England team, mainly because there's a lot of up-and-coming stars in his position. I think there's a lot of players who play his number 10 role, because I think Dele Alli's got a special position, really, because he's not really a midfield player. He's not really a striker, but I think he's somewhere in between. Maybe he's an attacking midfield player, but I think he's more of a second striker than an attacking midfield player, in my opinion. I think he works and plays best when he is linking up with Harry Kane. However, what we have seen, especially in the last match, is Son Heung-min and Harry Kane have formed quite a good partnership. And maybe that's one of the reasons why Dele Alli has been frozen out of the team. I also think Jose Mourinho doesn't really rate him. If you've seen the All or Nothing documentary, you will notice that he calls him lazy a number of times. Lazy trainer, fucking lazy. And maybe that's the reason why. I mean, even in one of the most recent episodes, you can see basically we conceded a goal at Leipzig because Dele Alli was just walking back slowly, and he was saying to David, so you should have called Dele. But I think Dele maybe he's lost his way a little bit, and that's probably one of the reasons why he's having some of the troubles. I also think due to the formation that we're playing currently at Tottenham, and maybe the formation we're going to play this season, because of Reguilón signing and Gareth Bale signing, I'm sure that they are going to be pretty much in the 11. Obviously, I expect Sergio Reguilón to play pretty much every game at left back, because he can balance the team with Doherty on the right, I think. And maybe they will be wing backs, and we could go to a back 3. It could be something that could happen. Maybe Jose Mourinho might think that could solve our defensive problems. We could have a back 3 and then play the 2 wing backs, and then have maybe a midfield 2 and a front 3. That could be one way. Or he could play the back 4 with 2 wing backs and then have 3 in midfield and then 3 up front. I think those are the 2 formations. And I think with Dele Alli's position, he doesn't really get into them. Dele Alli is going to play in a 4-2-3-1 and be the central attacking midfield player. But unless we play a 4-2-3-1, like we probably were playing last season, but it was kind of lopsided with the obviously attacking right back, which Serge Aurier was playing. Obviously, there's a number of other players who haven't featured this season either. So we haven't seen Serge Aurier, we haven't seen Jetson Fernandez either. But they were fringe players anyway. But yeah, Dele, I don't know what's happened to Dele. Personally, in my opinion, I think the best thing for Dele, and maybe it's something that's been talked about in the newspapers and on Sky Sports News already, is maybe it's better for Dele to go on loan somewhere for a season, maybe at a lesser team, maybe at a better team, where he can try to find his feet again, hopefully come back to Spurs and then find his feet again and recreate the form that he had when he first joined the club. Otherwise, I think I can see him going through a downward spiral. You have to remember he's only a young kid at the end of the day, and he's a professional footballer, a young kid. He's probably on a lot of money as well, and maybe needs a little bit more support, I think. And yeah, I think that's something that I would do. I think I would try to give Dele more support, try to give him a little bit more confidence. He could be a confidence player. Maybe that would be better for him. Anyway, I really hope he can find his feet again, because I think Dele Alli, when he plays well, is unplayable. West Ham last season away, that goal, amazing. That was his goal where he kind of flicked it when it was going out and he was on the floor. And then even against Man United at Old Trafford, the ball came down and the goal he scored for that in that game was awesome as well. So I think on his day, he's one of the best attacking players in the Premier League. And if you think about it, if we had a front four of Son, Kane, Bale and Dele Alli, I mean, that sounds amazing. I think also what doesn't help him is Giovanni Lo Celso. I think Giovanni Lo Celso, every game he plays, he looks good. And I think that's another thing. He's not only lost his place in the England team because of better players maybe, or players who are more informed than him, but also maybe the emergence of Giovanni Lo Celso, who is a midfield player rather than an attacking midfield player probably, and probably I think will be on the team sheet every week for Spurs this season. But of course, injuries permitting, of course. But anyway, what do you think should happen to Dele? Do you agree with me that he should spend the season on loan at another club and then come back to Spurs? Or do you think we should sell him? What kind of fee would we command? I think he's easily worth 50 million, maybe even more in today's market. Or do you think we should keep Dele and persist with him, try to play him in maybe the Carabao Cup, if we ever get to play that, or maybe in the Europa League this week against the Macedonian team? I can't even remember the name of that team. But anyway, I'm interested to know your thoughts and your feelings about Dele Alli. But those are mine, and that's my honest opinion. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like it and leave a comment. And until next time, come on you Spurs.